Hello and welcome to Forgotten Clubs, where today we'll be going through a bit of football history in the Queensferry area. Only a short one today, but one thing about early football clubs, and even today with modern amateur football clubs, is that they are linked to pubs, and this is no different here with the Harden Castle Hotel behind us. So in 1889, there was a club called Mancott and Pentry United who played on a pitch in Sandycroft, but then in 1891 they moved here. So they played in the Welsh Amateur Cup, the first ever edition of the Welsh Amateur Cup, and they were based here. So in 1893, they changed their name, and they said they changed the name to something a bit more sensible. So they changed the name to Queensferry. So I imagine the name change was described as being sensible because they didn't play in Mancott and they didn't play in Pentra, played in Queensferry. So they existed for 2 seasons, and then they changed the name then to Queensferry Ironopolis. So the name Ironopolis reflected the industrial activity that was going on in the area at the time. So Queensferry Ironopolis, they won the Welsh Junior Cup in 1896 when they beat Shrewsbury Athletic 3-0 in the final at Wrexham. So yeah, they were based at the Harden Castle Hotel, and the pitch would have been just sort of behind us here where second-hand cars are for sale. But yeah, it also would have been useful because just down the road there, as I don't know if you can see that this is a railway bridge. So back then, teams would have travelled to games by train. So obviously having useful access to the train would have been good for teams coming from further afield. But yeah, so that was the ground at Queensferry. So there was another team who existed around about in the early 1900s called Sandycroft Artillery, who were a military team. Now their pitch is given just as Queensferry, but it's not clear where. But it's possible it could have been here, because the other team's grounds were also described as just being at Queensferry. But then there was other descriptions which point to it being at this site here at the Harden Castle Hotel. Yeah, so thank you for watching.